Hi everybody.
Hey guys.
Okay guys, so let's talk about this very serious matter or topic because we're talking about safety or foreigners' safety.
Three foreigners in the last month have got shot and killed and robbed.
Yeah.
In that order. First shot and killed, then robbed. So, and the best of my knowledge, they haven't even held them up. They just shot them and killed them and then robbed the body. The recent one was a couple of days ago, and it was at a resort.
Yeah, and there's one that about a week ago that it happened in not so far from where we live. It's an hour away, or maybe less than an hour, maybe 45 minutes, something like that.
And then I heard on that one, the guy went to the bank, and I guess some guys saw him go to the bank, and he was walking down the road, and they drove up on a motorcycle and shot him and killed him, and then robbed him.
It's really alarming because Dennis as foreigner, in the past we like to go places, go to the resorts or wherever, and now it seems like we are hesitant to do whatever we like, going to the resorts, beaches, because especially that one of those foreigners, it happened in the resort, like who knows?
Right.
And there's so many crimes going on around. I'm not being like political here, nothing like that. I'm just talking about the reality of what's going on in here, and it's very
drugs are running rampant again.
Yeah, it's very bad right now, and it's really
guys out there looking for money to buy drugs.
And you also know what happened recently with Marites. Somebody came into her boarding house, burglary,
looking for money. Is all.
So it's very alarming because you just never know. Like you'll be walking out in the street or somewhere.
Yeah, especially they don't even stop and try to rob you. They just shoot you and kill you, and then rob your body.
Yeah, it would have been okay, here, take my stuff, take my money, and then go away. But they take your money and shoot you anyway.
Yeah. It's happened before, occasionally, once in a while, but now there's like 3 of them in the last month, not counting that foreigner in southern Mindanao that got kidnapped.
Yeah.
But that was for different reasons, I think.
It's really scary. And instead of us we plan on going places, now we have doubts, like is it gonna be safe? Or maybe the safest place that Dennis could go is probably the malls. That's all you probably can go.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know about going to the resorts, when it starts getting warmer. I guess you got to be careful about where you go. We're very careful now. And we're extra doubly careful when watching our surroundings and know who's around us at all times.
Right.
We might, I might act paranoid, but I don't want somebody sneaking up on us.
Yeah. Well, that's why we even talked about maybe having cameras around the house. At least we will know who's around before they can even. I mean, we tried to secure our house as much as we could with all the bar. That's why we have bars, and there are people who are asking about that. Yeah, the reason for bars is really mainly for security.
Yeah, the economic situation is getting worse here all the time, just like it is elsewhere. Things are getting more expensive here too, and people are desperate. But along with desperation comes trying to make some money, and usually that's dealing drugs.
Yeah,
they're trying to make some money because then they wind up using it and they become drug addicts, and vicious cycle. But yeah, it's kind of scary right now. Yeah,
it's really scary that the foreigner got shot even after giving. It was a big amount of money. I think 50,000 or over 50,000 pesos, and they shoot him anyway, and it's really sad.
Not anyway, they didn't even try to hold him up. They shot him. I was just walking down the street, drove by him on a motorcycle, shot him, and then when he fell, they went over and stole.
Maybe they were watching him where he came from.
came from an ATM, so I'm
Yeah.
sure they.
So it's really scary that it seems like the life has just no value as long as they can get the money, and that is the reason why, guys, that we did not wait for so long for Marites to move out of his
Oh, yeah.
from her boarding house, because we didn't want it to escalate. At first, they destroyed the lock of her gate, and then the second one, they really got
They came in there-
inside.
They came in there twice.
Yeah, and then what if they would go inside with Marites in there inside?
Yeah,
So, we look for a place that is safer, and because that's our main priority. She lives alone and she needs to be safe. So now she is now settled in her new place and she likes it. It's a little more expensive, but at least her safety is much better in that place now. But,
Yeah.
so.
I guess a relatively safe still going, to Tagum or Davao and
Just go to the malls.
just go and park in the mall and then go in there, because you don't expose yourself much. But we got to go to Davao next week.
Yeah.
probably,
Yeah,
and
next
do that
week.
registration.
Yeah, the foreigner has to report every year. I think around
It's January.
January, February, and
we're going to do that this month.
yeah, even though he is a permanent resident now here in the Philippines,
Still have to do
he
it.
still have to report to make sure that is this foreigner still alive, or
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And yeah, guys, talking about the safety after all these happenings.
It's a reminder that, I'm in a foreign country and I got to watch, what goes on around me all the time. It's
Well,
not-
I know, and with that is also being careful about where you would go.
Yeah, right.
Instead of like we could just go anywhere you like. It seems like now we have to be. Oh, should we go to that place? We have to consider now.
Yeah. I used to feel safer here than I did in the U.S. But I just places that are pretty bad, that were pretty bad in the U.S. and probably still are. But I'm beginning to feel differently about that now.
Yeah, all the crimes that's been happening, and
A lot of robberies, a lot of burglaries.
yeah, to think that one of my family members that happened.
Yeah, America's got broken into. It affected your family already.
And the reason we did not report it to the police, guys, because they're gonna investigate to her boarding house, and that's gonna be a lot of. And Marites did not wanna do that because she know the owner. She just don't wanna complicate things, and our dad.
But I should have reported it.
Yeah, we should have. The police are gonna go to her boarding
the
house.
police would have found out who it was.
How? I mean, there's the CCTV was not pointing at her boarding house.
Well, I know, but fingerprints and
Fingerprints.
Yeah.
She just don't want that she passed by there and would say, oh, you betray me by reporting my boarding house, because they were gonna investigate and do all kinds of things. And I mean,
That owner betrayed her by not providing safety for her. So, that's BS. Trying
Yeah,
to throw that
you
guilt
would-
on Emeritus.
Yeah, well, at least she is moved now. It's better to just avoid all the complications, and I avoid the conflicts. That's
Yeah, sometimes
not
you
gonna-
can, sometimes you can't.
yeah. Well, that's why she moved out, even though she still have over a month worth of rent there. We just just move out. So anyway, guys, back to this news. Very recently, especially this American that got shot by the resort.
Yeah, he was
It's
just here
very-
visiting.
Yeah, visiting in the Philippines. And how do you feel now after all this happened? Are you still gonna consider about going to the resort
Oh,
or
sure. Yeah, he's got to pick the right one to go to.
right? Yeah.
You can't go where there's, bad part of the.
Yeah, bad
Yeah.
area. Yeah.
You got to go to one that's gated with a guard.
Does it matter?
Yeah, it matters.
Because a lot of it happens before. There was guards and securities and all, and it happened
Well,
anyway.
you can't prevent it, but you
Yeah.
can put as many obstacles in the way as you can, make it difficult for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll still go to resorts. Just pick and choose.
Yeah, we talked about going to resort because summer's here soon, and we would like to go to the beach. It's been over a year since we have gone to the beach.
I know.
So yeah.
Yeah, well, when the weather starts getting hot, we're going to want to go again.
Maybe you should just go to a hotel where they have a swimming pool.
Yeah, maybe.
You can go swimming.
But we want to take your family to the beach,
Oh yeah, when we will go, we are gonna take a few of the family, although it's not gonna all fit in the car, but we'll take whoever we can.
Yeah.
And it's nice to have company rather than just me and you, because it's too quiet.
Right.
If we have a company, we're gonna bring some food. It's fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we wanted to talk about that, to also share.
Yeah, we're just taking extra precautions now. When her and Maribin go somewhere, go to their parents or something, sometimes I stay in the bedroom in the AC and watch TV, and I make sure all the doors are locked.
Right.
Before we just left them open, no big deal.
Yeah, and even now, honey, the screen doors, maybe we should even close the doors.
No, I don't think we need to do that. They'd make a lot of noise coming through a screen door.
Yeah, well, that's why, guys, that eventually we are gonna also do our fence more security. It's no
guarantee, but it's a little more security.
Secure, yeah. And plus, if we put camera around, and maybe we can put it on the cell phone, like wherever we go, we can watch what's going on.
Yeah, eventually we want to get a CCTV, and get it installed. Yeah, we can do the app and put it on our phone.
Right.
Watch what's going on.
A few cameras should just,
Yeah, before our exterior doors only had a doorknob on it that locked.
Right.
But
now
when we did the remodel, we put deadbolts on them also. So now all the doors, the exterior doors, have deadbolts and locks.
Right. I mean, it can still be open, but it will be a lot harder for them to open it if they have.
Sure will.
Yeah, and our all the windows we have, there's a window grills.
Right.
So
that's why we put them on the inside.
Just sharing with you guys about that incidents that happened that also bothered us and alarmed us.
Yeah, so if you're planning on coming to visit pretty quick, keep your head on a swivel. I mean, you should always do that, but just be a little more vigilant now.
Yeah, and it's just that recently, guys, there has been many crimes, and there's just bad things happening around, and involving
scams everywhere,
involving scams, drugs, particularly, and just
there's a big wave of drugs now. So I think that's what's driving all of this illegal activity and the robberies and the killings.
And it's really scary.
Yeah.
That's why when our sisters, we go places, and I go, it's kind of scary, and then they will say, well, they're not gonna know when you go in the public. They're not gonna know you have money, or they cannot tell because you look so simple that came from the province that they're not gonna think you have money anyway. And I go, well, you just don't know. People, it can happen to anybody.
That's why I'm glad when we bought the car, the windows were tinted and they had double dark tint on them. So standing outside the car, you can't even see in.
No.
I mean, you could go right up and put your face against the window on your outside, try to look in, and you can't see nothing.
Well, if you look closely, like those Badjao people, they would go like that, then they can tell.
They put their eyes on the window.
Yeah. On the sides of our car, guys, the windows double tinted. On the front, it's only one, but I didn't really like it. It's too dark.
It's too dark.
In the
hard to
nighttime.
drive at night.
Yeah, it should just be a half. There's
But
actually.
I'm glad it's like that now, because in the daytime we go somewhere, they can't see I'm a foreigner.
Right,
so.
yeah. And the front, though, when the sun is shining towards the front of our car, they can see who's inside, or if there's a light inside, if we are in the dark places and then you turn on the light inside, of course they can see who's
Right,
inside.
right.
But yeah, it's really dark, and we kind of like it like this. The problem is just in nighttime or
Tough
when
to
it's
drive at
raining.
night, because it's so dark.
You could not drive that in nighttime.
No, I
that
couldn't
car.
see good enough.
I'm even having a hard time seeing at night. That's why I always open the window, because I can't see my side mirrors. I have to see the side mirrors.
Yeah, we're gonna try to keep track of what's going on and see if it's getting worse or better or.
When I told our parents about a foreigner got shot in that particular place, Trento. Oh my gosh! And then another foreigner, they said, maybe you guys should just go back to America. Our
Yeah,
mom
I
is
don't know if that's any
afraid.
safer now or not.
Really?
America's just about becoming a powder keg ready to blow.
Yeah, I told our mom that we can afford to live here in the Philippines. We're okay here. We're comfortable. But in the US, we cannot afford to live there.
No.
You know. But you know, we like it here. It's not that we are desperate to go back to the US. I mean,
Yeah, the U.S. I can own a gun, you know.
Right.
Of course, in the U.S. everybody's got guns, man. So
yeah, yeah. And you know what I was thinking also, because I remember there was a guy that sent us an email saying that, or was it in an email or in a comment saying that, oh, I just got here not so long ago. I'm in this, you know, Trento, a viewer. And I kind of like thinking that's where it happened, that foreigner got shot.
is this the guy that got shot?
I don't know. And I'm sure there's more than one foreigners in Trento, but it just makes me think about someone that.
No, he's just visiting here. He's not living here. Or just came for a vacation.
Yeah, vacation. Oh, no, but that guy that got shot in the resort, he was the one that is on vacation only. But the one in Trento, I don't know. He might live there. He might have a wife there. So you know.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Could
Wherever we're gonna live, we still have to be very careful, and there's no guarantee that nothing's gonna happen to you.
We're gonna pretty much live here, so we're here to stay, man. But,
yeah.
But
And-
it's gonna be a little bit different situation now, you know.
Although sometimes we get a little crazy enough to even discuss about, do you think we should sell this house and maybe go back to the US and live there again? And we were thinking that's kind of crazy, because we sell this house, that's not even enough to buy one half of the house. So it's not gonna work. It's just better to stay here. We are much better here. When you talk about medical though, that's where you kind of have problem is. But
I knew that coming here, that I may wind up dying here, but you know that was part of the deal, man.
yeah, but we also at the same time think that if ever you need a major surgery, just fly to the US and what? No, it's the neighbor. Yeah. Last night though, when I was in the bathroom, I heard some noises back there. I go, what is going on? And I thought maybe it's just a dog. I don't know. That's why I was thinking in my mind, it's probably nice that we have a camera, so we'll know what's that noise, you know, where it come from and what's going on around.
So we get this fence up outside, we need to get that camera installed.
So hopefully the situation also around is gonna improve, but I don't know. It's just because right now every day we hear
having a hard time right now financially, man.
Yeah.
People are starving.
Yeah, and every time I open on social media, all the news about involving the drugs. Oh, they killed one of their family members.
Yeah, family members. That's terrible, man. We had a lot of stories of that
Lately.
That they got an adult child living with them, usually a guy, adult child living with them, and wound up killing one of her both of his parents. And that happened 2 or 3 times.
No, not just 2 or 3 times, and many times, almost every day. I see that they beat up their parents, they hack each other, the son and the father and son.
Wow.
There was this gruesome crime in Tagum. It happened that, oh my God, it's so, you don't even want to hear it. You don't even want to hear how he killed his dad. Oh my gosh, oh my. Yeah, so it's just so many things happening around, guys, that it makes you realize should we just stay at home, but we can't just do that, you know, we have to we're gonna get so
I
crazy.
stay here, man. I mean, I can go as much as I want to go, which is not that much. I don't mind staying home.
Yeah,
at my age.
and we are very thankful, guys, that we built this extension. Because of this extension, Dennis has more options now on what he wants to do for that day, especially having that exercise room, having this like great room here. There's more things to do, and mainly is the exercise room, because that's his dream to have a treadmill, and he don't need to wake up early. Plus there's an AC there, TV. He can exercise any time of the day.
I really like that exercise room. That's great.
That's one of our favorite places in the house, guys, the exercise room, and we're very thankful. So anyway, guys, the story just went on and on, but we wanted really to talk about this topic because of it's very serious. You can't
That's the latest
ignore
situation.
it.
Yeah, that's the latest situation that, as far as we know, everybody's talking about, because a lot of it occurred in Mindanao.
Right,
On this area. I'm sure there's situations other places that we don't hear about, but it was just a rash of them here recently, the last month or so, that occurred around our area. So, and particularly, usually this is a very quiet, peaceful area.
Right.
Not much happens, man, but that's changing.
Yeah, it's changing, and we heard all these burglars and crime and whatever crimes going on around the next barrio. There's crimes there too.
I'm sure.
So okay, I hope this also helps other foreigners that
Heads up when you come here, man. For now, I mean,
it doesn't mean that we're trying to scare you. We are just sharing with you what's happening.
Like the latest guy that got killed, I mean, he had just gone to the ATM and was walking along the side of the road. I don't know if he was alone or with some other people, but had just gone to the ATM, walked along the side of the road. They pulled up behind him on a motorcycle and shot him. They didn't say nothing, just shot him and killed him. And then they
Very sad.
rubbed what he had after they shot him. So you don't, evidently it don't matter if you go, okay, take everything I got. They're gonna shoot you first anyway. That's crazy. What's the point of that? I mean, it's not crazy where you're gonna be afraid to go anywhere, but you definitely need to step up your own surveillance when you're out and about.
Right.
So knowing who's around you at all times.
That's true. Okay, guys, I guess that's it, and
Thanks for watching.
thank you, guys, and take care, you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.